Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're checking out a device that is honestly unlike anything I usually review on this channel. This is the Oukitel RT10, and it's Oukitel's first ever industrial grade rugged tablet. Now, they did send this out for me to test, but as always, the thoughts and experiences in this video are all my own. And if you want to check it out, the link will be down in the description. All right, let's get into it. When you open the box, Oukitel gives you pretty much everything you need to get started. You get the RT10 tablet itself, the charging brick, the USB-C cable, manuals, and depending on your package, a protective case or other accessories. The moment you pick this thing up, you immediately know this isn't a regular consumer tablet. It feels like something built for a construction site or for a warehouse floor, or honestly, for Batman. It's thick, it's armored, the edges are rubberized, and it has metal reinforcement in all the right spots. Even the back looks wild. You've got these big vent-style patterns, a hazard light-style glow panel, and an integrated aluminum mounting bracket system. It really does feel like a proper industrial tool, not a toy. And for people who actually work in harsh environments, this is exactly what you want. The tablet is about 266 millimeters tall, 178 millimeters wide, and 22.5 millimeters thick. Yes, it's thick, but for an industrial tablet, that's what gives it the durability. This thing feels like it can take a beating. And Oukitel actually designed it for roles like construction engineers, field technicians, warehouse staff, and outdoor adventure users. Even content creators who film outdoors can appreciate hardware that won't die from a drop, dust, or sudden rain. On the sides, you also get 3 customizable physical buttons. You can assign these to open apps, trigger scanning, turn on the light, or whatever fits your workflow. It's a small feature, but extremely useful in real-world situations where you need fast access. Speaking of the front, the display is an 11-inch Full HD Plus panel with a 1200 by 1920 resolution. It's not OLED, but it has one thing that matters more for outdoor use: brightness. Oukitel specifically highlights that this screen is designed to stay visible even under strong outdoor lighting. And honestly, they weren't kidding. I tested it outside in direct sunlight, and it stayed readable without me having to squint. Now, one thing I didn't expect to like as much as I did is the audio. The RT10 has what Oukitel calls a super loudspeaker. And yeah, it's loud. Like surprisingly loud. This is meant for loud workplaces, warehouses, workshops, construction environments, places where a normal tablet speaker wouldn't cut it. If you need alerts, notifications, or voices to be heard over noise, this will absolutely do the job. And if you're camping or hanging out outdoors, it doubles as a mini outdoor speaker.
Now, powering this is the MediaTek Dimensity 7400X, and it has 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage.
For an industrial tablet, that's a lot of memory. And in real use, it shows. Apps load quickly, multitasking is smooth, and there's plenty of storage for large files, documents, mapping data, or whatever tools your job requires. I even tried some light gaming, and it ran without issues. Though obviously, that's not what this tablet is meant for. The main point here is reliability, and it handled everything I threw at it. The camera setup is also pretty loaded. On the back, you get a 48 megapixel main shooter, a 20 megapixel night camera, and a 5 megapixel macro lens. And on the front, a 32 megapixel selfie camera. For an industrial tablet, this is more than enough. If you work in logistics, construction, security, or maintenance, and you need to take photos for documentation, inspection, or reports, the quality is definitely good enough. And if you're an outdoor creator or you vlog, You can absolutely use this in a pinch. Now let's talk about the part that honestly shocked me the most, the battery. The RT10 has a massive 25,000 milliamp hour battery. Yes, 25,000. This is bigger than some compact power stations. And that means you can realistically get days of use on a single charge. If you're camping, hiking, working long shifts, or you're out in the field with no access to power, this is a huge advantage. And it supports 33 watt PPS fast charging as well. So even though the battery is huge, topping it up isn't painfully slow. But the real reason this tablet exists is because of its industrial features, stuff you never see on normal consumer tablets. First, you get a dedicated 2D barcode scanner. This is not just using the camera, this is actual scanning hardware built into the tablet. If you work in warehousing, retail, logistics, or inventory management, this is a game changer. Second, it has an industrial fingerprint scanner. More secure, more rugged, and designed for environments where gloves, dust, or moisture might cause issues. Third, the port selection is insane compared to normal tablets. You get USB-C, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and pogo pins for additional modules and docking stations. The pogo pins support accessories like industrial chargers and even RS-232 connections, which many modern tablets don't support anymore, but factories and legacy systems still rely on. There's also a built-in digital toolbox with tools like a level, a ruler, and other useful measurement and calibration apps. For technicians, engineers, or anyone working hands-on, these are surprisingly useful. For outdoor users, you're getting 5G global bands, dual band GPS with L1 and L5 for accurate mapping, and of course, the camping light built into the back. This light is bright, practical, and perfect for night work, emergencies, or camping situations. Let me talk about real-world usage for a bit, because that's where this thing shines. If you're in construction or engineering, the large screen and rugged build make it perfect for viewing blueprints, taking photos, using measuring tools, or running inspection and reporting apps. If you work in a warehouse or in logistics, the barcode scanner, loudspeaker, huge battery make day-to-day operations way easier and more efficient. For security teams or patrol units, the fingerprint scanner, the bright rear light, the loud audio alerts, and the long battery life are extremely useful for long shifts. If you're an outdoor creator or content producer, you can mount it, use the giant battery as your navigation and playback device, use the bright screen outdoors, and even use the light for small fills. And for campers, hikers, or adventurers, this is basically a survival tablet. It's a map, a light, a speaker, a video player, a documentation tool, and a communication device, all with a battery that doesn't die on you. So after using the Oukitel RT10 for a while, here's my final verdict. This tablet isn't trying to compete with the iPad or the Galaxy Tab. This isn't meant to be sleek, stylish, or ultra lightweight. This is made for people who need a real tool that can survive rough environments, long days, and harsh conditions. If your job or lifestyle means you're outdoors, in warehouses, dealing with physical work, or you simply want a tablet that can take abuse, then the RT10 makes complete sense. The battery life is ridiculous. The durability is solid, the performance is reliable, the scanners and ports are extremely practical, and the bright screen and loud speakers make it useful in almost any scenario. If you want to check out the Oukitel RT10 for yourself, I've left a custom link in the description that supports the channel. Huge thanks to Oukitel for sending this over and trusting us to test it out. If you guys want me to do a durability test or a drop test on this thing, let me know in the comments. Now, I'll link everything in the description below, so go ahead and check it out. Make sure to hit the like button. If you have any questions at all, I'll see you in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!